Hi, it's Christy with Scissortail Studio. Today I want to show you about a fairly new website from my friends at OESD. And what I love about this website is it is a way for you to shop online but also still support your local independent dealer. So let's take a look. The website address is embdesignstudio.com. So it's Embroidery Design Studio, embdesignstudio.com, and here it is. And for those of you who are familiar with embroidery online, this is very similar. In fact, it's somewhat of a mirror of the embroidery online site. So anything you can get on embroidery online, you can get on Embroidery Design Studio. The difference is that when you go to Embroidery Design Studio, you can select a store, and then your store you actually get to purchase from your local dealer. So let's show you how to do that. So you're going to go to select a store, and then where it says select your store here, you first choose your country. So we'll select United States, and then you select your state. So I'm going to pick my store, which is in Oklahoma. And then we're going to pick the store that you want. My store is Bernina of Oklahoma City. So you just click on the store that's your store. And now whenever you log into Embroidery Design Studio, your dealer, your store is right up here, and now you're actually shopping from their online store. Now another way that you can pick your dealer is if your dealer has their own website, like here is Bernina OKC's website, and they have an embroidery link. And we can click directly on the link to take us to Embroidery Design Studio, and I've got that dealer selected. So if your dealer's given you a link from their website or from an email, you can use that as your way to select them as your dealer and be shopping from their store. Let's look around Embroidery Design Studio just a little bit. First of all, to search, if I've got something in mind specifically, say I want a panda design, I can search for the word panda, and all of the designs that are related to panda are going to show up. So this way I can search for single designs, or I can search for collections. Now on the left-hand side, there is now a way that we can filter these designs when you want to search. So if I'm wanting to look for just non-licensed designs, and I only want the individual designs to show, I can click this link over here on the side, and now that's all I'm going to see in that filter. That kind of helps me narrow down my search a little bit. Now once I see one I like, let's say I want this panda, I can click on it to learn a bit more about it, see what formats it comes in, the sizes, the number of stitches, and so on. Now I can simply click Add to Cart, and that design is going to be in my cart when I'm ready to check out. Let's go back here to the Designs tab. On the Designs tab, you'll be able to find the newest designs under New Releases. And here's where you can see the new collections and browse what they've got going here. So let's look at this Fresh Flora medley. When I click on the collection, we can see all of the designs that are in that collection, and if you want, you can click on the individual designs to get more detail about those. Under designs, we also have them grouped by licensed. You can look at them by non-licensed, by the artist, and so on. And there's even a section for DesignWorks for those of you who have the DesignWorks software. So you can see all of the DesignWorks collections and designs that are available. Now you can also shop supplies or specials and see what's on sale. One thing I want to show you under the specials is the free designs. And this is a great way for you to try out shopping online if you haven't done it before, is to add one of these free designs to your cart. And if that's the only thing in your cart, you can check out without even putting a credit card in. So for example, I'm going to put this ladybug in my cart. And we'll go ahead to go through the checkout process to show you how you do that. So I'm going to click my View Cart and Checkout. Now from this page, since I just want to show you how to check out, I'm going to go ahead and delete the original design I put in the cart, and I'll still have the free design. So now we just have the one design in our cart. It's $0, and we can go ahead and check out, and you can see how this process works. So I'll click Checkout Now. And on the next page, we're ready to check out. The first thing you do is put in your email address. Now, if you already have an account, you can use that email address, and if you don't, you just put in the email address that you want to use. Then click the Next button. Now it says we couldn't find you, this is a new email address for me, so we're going to finish my order and I'll create an account during the process. So we'll put in my name, my address, a phone number, and I'll put in my store's address and the zip code. Once I put in the zip code, it checks for the city and state. So we'll put Oklahoma City and your state. Then you'll click Next. We'll ask you whether you want to get email updates. We'll say yes, we do. And then you make a password. Now, once I've finished everything, I'm going to click Place Order. Since I don't have anything that costs money, I don't need to put in my credit card information. If I did have something that cost money, I would have been asked to enter my credit card information at this point. But since I've already don't have anything, then I'm just going to click Place Order. You can see you've got a little summary of your purchase right over here. Now once your order is placed, you're going to get a confirmation page and you will get an email receipt. Now you'll see that there's instructions here on how to download my designs now. If I'm ready to get my design right now, it says click View Account and then click My Designs. So up here in the upper right corner, we can click View Account. And now on the left-hand side, you'll click My Designs, and here's where you'll see all of your designs that you've purchased. So if you'd purchased more than one, you would see those all listed here. We'll click on the one that we want to download, and then click Download Product. You can see the file downloads. It's going to go to your Downloads folder. So if I go to my Downloads folder, I'll see my zip file right there. Let's go ahead and extract that. So we'll right-click the zip folder, and we're going to say Extract All. And we need to tell it where we're going to save it. Here, by default, it's going to put it right back in that same Downloads folder. But I have a folder on my computer under my Documents called Designs. And I want to put it in that folder. Now when I click Extract, my new design that I just downloaded is going to be there. So if I look at my design, it's 1247407 is that design number. And there is my 1247407 in all of the formats, and you can see it listed there. Now, if you need some software to use this design, to save it to a different format or to size it, I just want to point out that on this EMB Design Studio page there is a software link, and you can actually download a free program called OESD Art Sizer. You can download this and it will allow you to size the designs that you purchased, print them, mirror image them, rotate them, that sort of thing. Just a really basic software program, but it is free and you can download it here. So thanks for watching. I hope that this has given you a little bit more information about Embroidery Design Studio and how you can shop with your local dealer, but still buy embroidery designs online. If you have any questions, drop me an email at christy@scissortailstudio.com, and if you also leave a comment on the blog or on the video below. Thanks!